And hopefully Facebook does not have any further issues. Clay Kirchenbauer and Simon Baggis on the front row. Justin Swafford, Jade Broliet on the second. Vic Brown and Richie Joplin on the third row. Christopher Severt, Vern Spring on the fourth. Aaron Brill and Alberto Alvarez rounding out your top 10. Pujanowski starts in 11th next to Kirk Marble in 12th. Austin Ruskoff in 13th. Patrick Pieper in 14th. Tyler Ott in 15th. Kyle Manos in 16th. Jacob Gibson, Ed Senior, Matt Moniak, and Brian Hewitt round out your top 20. Eric W., Edmund Jones, David Lux, William Mann Jr., Colby Whipple, Jacob Morgan, Cameron Martineau, Joey Gregory, Ryan McDaniel, Jeremy Edwards rounding out the top 30. Bradley James, and Mike Brown rounding out the field. Now the admins did delay the start of this one so we could get everything squared away and hopefully get everybody back. And our apologies, folks, for the problems with Facebook. We'll be adding a few extra steps into our broadcast process in the coming days to put a stop to these issues that we've been having with Facebook. All the drivers stacked up, ready to go here at Daytona. Aaron Brill appears to be stopped and dropping back. Hey, welcome back, Jason. Welcome back, everybody, again. Our sincerest apologies. It looks like I think we have got the issues resolved for the time being. Hopefully they hold, and as I said, we'll be working on a process to eliminate some of these problems we've been having with Facebook recently. But here we go. Out of turn 4, they are getting ready to drop the green flag. "32 drivers, 1 driver starting from pit road. Pace car is in. There is Barty the flagman. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Daytona. And looks like there may have been a little bit of a slow start mid-pack. Few drivers did not get going. They are coming back up to speed. It does take a lap and a half to get these cars up to speed. That gap is likely to close up very, very quickly. Caution! Caution is out! Trying to see what the caution came out for. It does benefit Richard Cragen, who started from pit road. He should be getting a wave around back to the lead lap here. Gonna try and take a look at an incident, see if we can see what brought the caution out. Looking back here by Aaron Brill. Looks like coming out of turn 2. Oh, some bumping. Brill manages to get to the bottom. and avoid it, but Mike Brown, looks like Jeremy Edwards and Bradley James all involved. Before Bradley James lurking back there, they come off the turn and whoa! The 21 just comes down, bumps, and the chain reaction from there. The back half of the field coming in, it looks like they are going to top off on fuel. Hey, Mark, great to see you. Thank you so much for the stars, buddy. And while we're under caution, as many of you know, yesterday, and it's hard to believe I'm saying this, but yesterday was HTSAI's 4th birthday. We wouldn't have made it this long without all of you guys. We wouldn't have kept going and kept growing without all of you, the fans, and all these great drivers. Thank you so much for all your support over the last 4 years. Hopefully, 4 more to come. Hey, good evening, William Mann Sr. Great to see you again, buddy. Hey, thank you, Jason. Thank you for being here all this time. Really appreciate everybody in the community. You guys all make it possible. My apologies, I'm a little off here in the early laps, making sure we have everything right. Obviously, a little bit of a hiccup on the start tonight. Does seem we've got everything squared away just as the lights on the pace car go off and we get started again. Several drivers are dropping back in to top off on fuel. Matt Moniak, Austin Ruskoff, Aaron Brill, Joey Gregory are all in. Jeremy Edwards was involved in that initial wreck. He is still sitting on pit road. William, buddy, I will, next chance I get, I will pass it along. Everybody stack back up for the restart. Clay Kirchenbauer up front in control. Now there is some bonus money on the line here tonight. A random drawing will occur for quite a bit of money. I don't remember the exact amount now that I think about it. But there was close to $100 on the line tonight, and some of that is on the basis of 4 or less cautions. So we could see these guys be a little more conservative in the early going as green flag is back in the air. Still 32 cars on the lead lap. Joey Gregory at the tail. Jeremy Edwards is back out on track, a lap down. The outside line led by Swafford coming up, but here comes Simon Baggis on the attack. A few moments ago I made the comment that we might see some more conservative driving. Just forget I said that completely. Down the front straightaway, everybody still packed in together. And Jessica apparently correcting me, Jade's last name is Briette. I hope I said that right this time. They're 3 wide mid-pack as we've got one of the cars in the group blinking. That could be a problem as they come out of turn 4 down the front stretch. And second group dropping, apparently started to drop off the back. The air getting a little racy as well. That group currently led by Tyler Ott. They're just about 1.8 seconds off the lead pack at the moment. Might be a wise place to be, dropping back as aggressive as some of these drivers have been getting to get up here and lead a lap. Richard Cragen is now up into 11th after starting from pit road. Everything has kind of fallen Richard's way so far tonight. Cars dropping back down to the bottom on the attack. Guys are making some really gutsy moves out here in the early going. Christopher Severt still out front, followed by Vern Spring and Justin Swafford. And look who's up in fourth, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Pujanowski. Back in the top 5, you know he loves these super speedway races. That lead pack looking to see. That lead pack is currently 23 cars deep. Bradley James now leads the second pack. That group is almost 3 seconds back from the leaders. Given the way this lead pack is running, though, as I said a moment ago, hanging back 3 seconds may be the safe bet here in the early going. As William Mann Jr. set the fastest lap last time by. Edmund Jones, Brian Hewitt at the tail end of the lead pack. Let's take a ride around. Riding around with Brian Hewitt right behind Edmund Jones. Looked like a plane landing off into the sunset. Hewitt using that run, making some moves here in the early going. Down the back straightaway, now going off into the turns. You see guys starting to move around. These cars have some grip, not nearly as much as these drivers wish they had right now. Cars really sliding around, the tires not gripping, and the air moving around does move the car around quite a bit. Also heard some of the drivers talking about the fact that the air around these cars is really weird. Bump drafting extremely tricky here tonight. Cameron Martineau is now up into third after starting in 26th. He is the biggest mover so far in the 39 car. Apparently he had a big old glass of Sunny D right before the race, and it has him going to the front. Everybody side by side, that lead group continuing to pull away. That second group, still led by Bradley James, is now over 6.5 seconds back. They continue to lose ground. They're going to have to get tightened back up to have any chance of closing up, or they're going to have to hope for a caution. Pujanowski back this season. He did say this is the first time he's been in the car all week long, but it doesn't look like he has missed a step. Kurt Marble in the 16 car, current points leader after the first race in Atlanta. He got off to a great start to the season, and he's sitting in the lead pack, but in 20th, but a long way from the end of this one. Unfortunately for Kirk, he does not have his partner in crime, Cody Kennedy, here tonight as Vern Spring goes to the lead for the first time. It is great to see Vern out front early here. Whoa, they are getting a bit dicey at the back. Look like Jacob Gibson and Edmund Jones, Kirk Marble, and Brian Hewitt. Things got a little spicy coming off turn 2 last time. Everybody holds on to it for the moment as Vern Spring continues to lead. That second pack still has not managed to get themselves together. Colby Whipple, though, has dropped back to that second group. Bradley James, Tyler Ott, now Colby Whipple, Jacob Morgan, Aaron Brill, Mike Brown, Ed Sr., Joey Gregory, Austin Ruskoff, and Matt Moniak all back there. All very fast drivers. I wouldn't count them out just yet. Pudge has gone to the lead for the first time tonight. Eric W. in second, right behind him. Saw a little blink out of Eric. That could be a problem on multiple levels. Pudge does pick up the bonus points for leading a lap that time by. William Mann Jr. started working his way forward, now up into sixth. Alberto Alvarez on the high side, he is going for the lead. Alberto started back in 13th, making his way to the front. Big push from Saverit, Alberto leads that time by. Jade now back up in the mix in the top 5. Newcomer Kyle Manos lurking just outside the top 10. Vic Brown also up there lurking just outside the top 10. Fan favorite Richie Joplin currently sitting in 13th. Whoa! Oh no, they are wrecking at the front! A big crash into turn 1. Caution is out for the second time. And Pudge got caught up in it. Jacob Gibson caught a piece of it. Richie Joplin, Brian Hewitt. See if we can see where this mess started. Looks like a car up on the high side. The 99 got turned down into Pudge. Everybody gets stacked up. Hewitt had one heck of a hard hit into the wall. Pudge had one heck of a ride. Up into the wall. There you see Brian in the 19. There's Brian Hewitt down on the bottom as he goes off into that mess. Really nowhere to go. He had the hardest hit. Wow. And here they come. Everybody will be in 4 tires and fuel. And word has it, let's ride along with Clay Kirchenbauer. Clay up there close. There's the bump. Wow. And now we know how that party started. Man, it don't get no closer than that. Looks like 4 tires and fuel for everybody. A lot of drivers getting some repairs done. They were caught up in that. Alberto Alvarez leads them off pit road. William Mann Jr. coming out in second. Christopher Severt coming out in third. Clay Kirchenmeyer fourth. Kirk Marble in fifth. Eric W., Patrick Pieper, David Lux, Edmund Jones, and Ryan McDaniel round out the top 10. Ryan started back in 28, already up in the top 10. Brandon, it always is, buddy. Simon Baggas, Pujanowski, Jeremy Edwards, and Brian Hewitt still on pit road getting repairs. Several of those drivers lost the engine. Hopefully, after fast repairs, we'll see them all back out on track. Still 30 cars in the lead pack as Matt Moniak, Pudge, and Simon Baggas roll out. Jeremy Edwards will be the first car 1 lap down. Moniak coming back in. As they stack back up for the restart, folks, it seems like a really good time to get a little bit loud out here tonight. Once the pace car drops into pit road, once the green flag drops, we're going to stop talking for a few minutes and let you guys crank it up and hear all that horsepower. They bring it through 3 and 4. The pace car gets ready to drop in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Pace car is in. Get ready, get set. Green flag in the air. Crank it up, everybody. That is always a lot of fun. Huge shout out to Dolores Brown. Thank you so much for the stars. Wreck on the back straightaway. Colby Whipple's around. Caution is out. It's the big one. Pudge is caught up in it again. Edmund Jones is in it. Whipple's in it. Looked like Brian Hewitt caught a piece of it. Half the field involved in this. And a lot of heavily damaged cars. Jacob Gibson, Richard Cragen, Simon Baggis, Joey Gregory, Mike Brown. Jade was caught up in it. Edmund, Brian Ritchie. Wow. All right, looking up front, Colby Whipple there in the 12 car. And it looked like he had to check up for something. Chaos broke out behind. Let's see if we can take a look. Slowing it down just a little bit. Whipple has a huge run and nowhere to go. Bumps into the car ahead. Gets hit from behind. Turned into the wall. Nothing anybody could do there. Whipple continues to spin and collects cars. Everybody hard on the brakes, but once they all piled in, wow. The back half of the field pretty much caught up in that. They are all on pit road at the moment. Jacob Gibson. Looks like Jade Briette is in there. Joey Gregory, Aaron Brill, Pudge, Tyler Ott, Bradley James, Colby Whipple, Jacob Morgan, Mike Brown, Jeremy Edwards, Richie Joplin, Edmund Jones, Brian Hewitt caught again. Some of those drivers getting caught up for the second time tonight. Normally, I do not interview drivers who have been involved in an incident, but Brian Hewitt has had two very hard licks tonight. Let's see. See if we can get a word with him. Hey, Brian, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug. How's it going?
Hey, how are you? And have you been to the Infield Care Center? And how are you feeling? Because you've had two very hard hits in the last 10 laps.
Well, you know, the doc, he came over and stuck one of those things and looked in my ear, and he says I'm good to go. So,
is the car able to come back out tonight?
Yeah, it says I got 4 minutes. So, I'm towing and repairing, and
well, man,
I'll come back out on the track. I'm at the end. We'll see how it goes.
Hopefully you get back out there, and hopefully the car's up to speed, man. Good luck. Obviously, a rough start to this one.
Yep. Thanks, Doug. I'll try to get to the finish line for you.
All right, buddy. Brian Hewitt still in pretty good spirits, considering how hard that guy is hit. Wow. Pujanowski also taking some pretty good licks in this one. Everybody stacked up, ready to go through 3 and 4. Richie Joplin, Edmund Jones, Brian Hewitt, all still on pit road. Austin Ruskoff out of the race. And it looks like Richard Cragen out of the race as well. That's a bit of a surprise. Remember, Cragen started from pit road. Got really lucky with the early caution. It got him back up into the pack. He quickly made his way to the front, but already out. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. Big ouchies for everyone indeed, Gerald. Alberto Alvarez breaking away from the field early. Not the move you want to do at a super speedway, but it does give him a minute before everybody gets to it. It does take about a lap and a half to get these next-gen cars up to speed. Through 3 and 4, and Eric W. on the high side. He is trying to get Bob Ross to the front. He's got the push from Justin Swafford back behind. Looks like Eric was scored as the leader, and it appears Richie Joplin is out of the race. A heartbreaking night for the fan favorite. That second pack back behind, led by Mike Brown. They're losing time to the lead group, but a lot of these cars are damaged. Mike Pudge just trying to limp it to the end. Mike Brown is coming in. Jacob Morgan also back there with Tyler Ott. Looks like Jeremy Edwards also back there. Mike Brown also on pit road. Matt the Maniac Boniac forgot that he's still got 60 to go. Makes a power move down to the bottom line. Does look like Moniac still has some damage to the front of that car. Whoa, Moniac, what are you doing? He is driving a Ford tonight. There's only so much help you can give a guy.
What's up, Doug?
Hey, Richie, that was a rough ride, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. People's pushing too early. I mean, we had 90 laps, and I don't know. They just couldn't ride, I guess. It's just my look at plate racing. It's all good.
Oh, man, it was definitely a wild ride. And it looked like two drivers may have had a wild ride off the back straightaway a moment ago. Trying to see, it looked like two drivers just shot down to the infield, but yeah, that is definitely a heartbreaker tonight.
Well, it happens at these plate races. You can't get upset or nothing like that, because if you do, you're going to, say stuff you don't want to say. But, it's plate racing. Once the track gets blocked, you can't go nowhere.
That's definitely the case. If you had to pick a driver that's still out here, who do you think can pull this off?
At plate racing, let's see. You got to watch out for Marble. Pudge is pretty good at plate racing if he gets a little bit of luck. Well, it's plate racing. Anybody can win if they just miss all the wrecks and have enough fuel at the end and have somebody at the dancing partner behind them to push them.
Well, I do recall your first win in this league was at a plate race, so and late tracks giveth and taketh away, and you did win that one backwards.
Yeah, I was sideways, and I didn't get to do no donut because I got killed, but yeah, it's all good. Actually, I have no luck at a plate race after that. Yeah, I've been wrecked out about every plate race I've run in so far, so it's all good.
Oh, man. Heck of a run tonight, and I hate that it ended so early for you.
Oh, it's all good. Thank you for streaming, and you do an awesome job, and thanks for Kobe to let me come back and race with him, and hopefully I can get him next week.
I hope so, buddy. Great job tonight.
Thank you, Doug. You have a good one.
You too, buddy. Don't worry, Gerald. I covered for you, buddy. And, Senior, you're absolutely right. The Fords do need quite a bit of help tonight. Looks like the field has settled in and settled down just a little bit. Joey Gregory leading a second group. They are about a second behind the lead pack, but they are closing back up with the push from Clay Kirchenbauer, Bradley James, and Vern Spring, as well as Ed Sr. and William Mann Jr. Clay getting a little squirrely there. But the second group, led by Joey Gregory, does look like they are in the draft of the lead pack. It does leave this third group, led by Pujanowski, still way behind, 7.1 seconds. But remember, most of this group is in damaged cars. They are just trying to make it to the next stop and get some more repairs. Yeah, Gerald, he is in a Gibson car, and I keep trying to tell him if he wins a championship, he should give me one. They're still side by side. Edmund Jones is back out on track. There's Edmund rolling back out. Looks like he's still got a little bit of damage to the car, but hoping to pick some spots up with as many cars that are out already. However, there are still 27 cars on the lead lap. Still 50 laps to go. Anything can happen. As Kurt Marble, the points leader coming into tonight, drops down to the bottom, trying to go to the lead. He is trying to pick up a couple bonus points. Will he get them? Not this time. Folks, make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We'll have a lot of YouTube shorts coming out over the next week or so. Not to mention, we posted on Facebook, Monday, we are giving away 2 iRacing memberships. These are new memberships for new drivers, cannot be used for renewal, unfortunately. For our 4th birthday, as part of our 2024 MS Society fundraiser, and we're also giving away 1 Arkansas DLC for American Truck Simulator. Lap traffic now coming into play. Mike Brown dropping to the apron in turn 3. Gonna let that lead pack get by clean. Justin Swafford currently in second. Alberto Alvarez in third. Alberto, one of the new members of the league this season. He is definitely making sure they know he is here tonight. Another new driver this season, Cameron Martineau, currently in 7th place after starting in 25th. And yet another new driver, Kyle Manos, up 6 spots into 8th at the moment. David Lux also joining C12 Motorsports tonight. This is his first time. Lux started in 27th, currently runs in 10th. Just shy of the halfway point here tonight. Three cautions in the first half, but it looks like everybody is settling down. They have got to make it to the finish. Jacob Gibson, who got caught up in a couple of earlier incidents, is already back in the fight, on leading that bottom line. Kirk Marble right behind on that bottom line, and you see they've been out there for about 20 laps on those tires, and granted, tires on the tracks do not wear a whole lot, but we are seeing the grip level going down, the cars sliding around more and more every lap. Bradley Jones in that high line. Let's dial up his nose cam just to see how squirrely these cars are getting. Big run on that high line down the back straightaway. You see just how much the cars are starting to move around here as the fuel burns off, the back end gets lighter. This is one of those races that's like a high-speed game of chess. You're constantly thinking, and this track will wear you out mentally. Eric W., Alberto Alvarez, and Christopher Severt giving themselves a little bit of breathing room. Jacob Gibson in fourth. Then they're back to 2 wide from fifth on back. Moniak now up on the high line with David Lux on his bumper. These two have raced together quite a bit, looks like, and here comes Vern Spring. All three drivers raced together in Jones BS Racing on Monday nights. Looks like they have hooked up and are trying to work together. And Gerald Poole makes a very good point, as we've heard quite a few times. The most recent iRacing update just over a week ago has had a dramatic effect on plate racing. In some cars, the drivers have said it's like having to learn how to do it all over again. The top five now single file. Can they break away? Kirk Marble, Cameron Martineau, Matt Moniak now in line along with David Lux. Vern Spring is there. William Mann Jr. hangs on back in 11th. Wow. Kyle Manos did not want to get hung out to dry. He just stuck it in there. Moniak goes back to the high side, as does William Mann Jr. The drivers should only need one more stop for fuel. Anytime after about lap 60, they will be good to go. Jackson, you missed 2 of them already. But I have faith there will be one more. That top 3 since getting single file have not been contested at all. That outside line though starting to form back up, led by Matt Moniak. You have to wonder if he is the best to lead that outside line with the damage on the front end of that. Whoa! What a move by Moniak to slide back into the bottom line. Vern Spring had to get out of the throttle. That was a close call. William Mann Jr. still trying to get that outside line working, but very little help at the moment. David Lux, the only one up there close enough to help. Vic Brown peeking out. He's going to move to the high side. He's going to get help from Bradley James. We saw Bradley get caught up in the first incident and then fight his way to the front, managing to avoid the big one. But the leaders are going to be in lap traffic soon. The lap traffic with the damaged cars could be a problem. Down the back straightaway, under the lights. It is a lot of fun to drive here. Even Bob Ross on the front of Eric's car seems to be enjoying himself, but he looks a little worried as lap traffic comes into play. The 70 of Aaron Brill gets up to the high side. Everybody slips by safely. He'll slide back in line and hopefully be able to maintain the draft. Eric W. blinking again could be a real problem out front. It causes multiple issues, number one of which is the cars around you can't see you. And Eric's coming in. He is not coming alone. Matt Moniak is in. William Mann Jr. is in. Vern Spring also on pit road. This will likely be the final stop for them. They all pitted last on lap 22. Cars coming back off of pit road as here comes the second group. Alberto Alvarez, Justin Swafford, Jacob Gibson, Christopher Sever, Kyle Manos, all on pit road. Manos had problems getting in. Kyle Manos got turned down late trying to avoid everybody. Ends up in the grass. Fortunately corrected it before the commitment cone. He should not get a penalty, but he is going to lose some ground. David Lux now scored as the leader. Kirk Marble in second. Cameron Martineau in third. Bradley James in fourth. Matt Moniak leading. Whoa, this is getting sketchy. Moniak and crew being scored a lap down because the group ahead is not pitted. Whoa! William Mann Jr. in the mix. Vern Spring. Man, things are getting dicey out there. This is when the race begins to heat up with different fuel strategies, different pit strategies, the size of the groups that come out. The bigger groups will run down the smaller groups, and when they merge, things can get ugly. David Lux now out front, passing cars coming off pit road. Vic Brown, Joey Gregory. Back behind with some lap cars, Bradley James and David Lux are in. I'm not 100% sure Bradley got down to pit road speed. Vic Brown also came in. The lead now goes to Kirk Marble. With him, Cameron Martineau and Joey Gregory, I believe. Colby Whipple, Simon Baggas, Clay Kirchenbauer, all the last cars to pit. And we'll get to see here in a moment, once those 6 cars hit pit road, which strategy, which group did the right move. Joey Gregory is coming in. He is coming in alone. No drafting help. That is gonna hurt. Colby Whipple is in. Clay Kirchenbauer. Simon Baggis, Colby Whipple all on pit road for their final stop. Kirk Marble coming in. David Lux also on pit road. Looks like a few of these groups did take 4 tires along with the fuel load. As Cameron and Kirk roll out, Bradley James comes down the front stretch. With the drafting help from the 13, the lap car, he might actually take the lead here. Oh, holy cow, they're wrecking ahead. Caution is out. Only the 4th caution of the night. Only a handful of cars involved in this one. Fortunately, it was after everybody had completed the cycle of stops. Nobody gets trapped a lap down on this one. Cameron Martineau coming back up on, or coming out of pit road, gets loose. Kirk Marble has to go up the track to avoid him. He drifts up right in front of the leader. He does recover it. He'll get a black flag and likely have to go to the tail end, but no harm, no foul, nobody gets wrecked. And this does put all the drivers back on an even footing, and more importantly, back in a single pack. Now drop into the comments and let me know, do you guys think we will see another caution before the end of this with less than 30 laps to go? Kirk Marble leads what looks to be the entire field. Gerald Poole says, yes, we will see another caution. A few drivers not coming in. They're going to stay out, get track position. Joey Gregory, Vic Brown, Ryan McDaniel. Kirk Marble is already off pit road. Clay Kirchenbauer. Simon Baggis and all stay out. Bradley James on his way off pit road. See if we can get a word with our new leader, Joey Gregory. Hey, Joey, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, how you feeling out there, buddy?
I'd be feeling better if frame rates weren't dropping every lap, but I'm sticking in there.
I have to say, it's been a bit, you've had moments of long periods of calm followed by complete and utter insanity out there. How are you feeling the rest of this is going to go?
I feel like I'm a sitting duck.
Well, that is likely the case. You guys should be good to go on fuel from here, but are we going to see another caution?
Oh, most undoubtedly.
Well, buddy, good.
Yeah, I would be shocked if we didn't.
I have to agree with you on that, man. I hope not, but best of luck to you. Hopefully the frame rates get squared away.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's having issues with it.
Huh, very interesting. Well, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
It sounds like all the drivers are having issues. Several drivers coming back in. This is unexpected. Kirk Marble and Bradley James. Matt Moniak just now coming off. Ed Sr. hits his pit stall. Lights are out on the pace car. Does this mean some of the drivers are close on fuel? Rick Torres on Twitch said, yep, it's gonna happen. Does look like Matt Moniak has fixed the nose on his car. Pudge's car is almost back to normal. Looks like a lot of these drivers that did have damage have managed to get it fixed. They had a little bit more time under caution. It seems to have paid off. And several... Yeah, it looks like several of the drivers have gotten quite a few repairs done. All right, folks, here we go. Just over 25 laps to go at Daytona. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. They are away. Joey staying close to the pack, not getting too far ahead. If you get too far ahead on the restart, the pack will come up to speed and fly by. That outside line did get the momentum, and Vic Brown has the lead for the first time. But look who's coming on the bottom. It's Clay Kirchenbauer. And wow, out of turn 4, it looked like Vic turned on the nitrous. Jacob Morgan is in trouble. Morgan got back up on the track, but Vic Brown quickly took the lead. It looked like he found a whole nother gear the other drivers didn't have. And once he got out front, he has taken Jacob Gibson and William Mann Jr. trying to break away. Whoa! A lot of cars sliding and losing grip, getting loose out of turn 4. 23 laps to go. Everybody trying to get position and, more importantly, get with... Oh! Vic is down! He gets back up. Everybody keeps going. Everybody spread out on the back straightaway, but managed to get back up on the track by the time they got to turn 3 and 3 wide up front. Jacob Gibson was caught up in the middle of that mess on the back straightaway. Somehow this guy has come out of everything okay tonight. Jacob Gibson now 12 spots into 9th and on the move. Jackson Burgess cheering Gibson on right now. Alberto Alvarez though back to the lead. Cameron Martineau in second. Pieper for the first time tonight in the top 5. And look who is right behind Pieper. Late in the race, here comes Pudge. He has worked and worked and worked to get that car fixed. He is back in the fight. They are 3 wide, mid-pack. Bradley James in the middle. James trying to make his way forward, can't do it. Drops back down behind Vern. Simon Bagas and Jade have dropped back. 20 to go. Looks like they are still within drafting range, but they're starting to lose some time. As the back of this pack, we are seeing some guys making some moves. Every time they get a run, they are taking full advantage, trying to charge forward. David Lux up on the high side. Edmund Jones is also back up in the mix. He is not on the lead lap. He is back in 29th, just trying to pick up positions for some points. And it looked like, I believe, Clay Kirchenbauer almost kissed the wall. Pudge down to the inside line with Jeremy Edwards as the outside line seems to be where to be. Pudge trying to reform that bottom line, get some help, and move forward. And here comes some help on the bottom. Kyle Manos gets connected. Jacob Gibson also there. Clay Kirchenbauer joins them. No, I am sorry, that is David Lux, not Kirchenbauer. It does appear that inside line has lost a ton of momentum. Pudge trying to get it built back up. But they have been laying the rubber down on that high line all night long. And the more they put down up top, the faster that outside line seems to become. As iRacing continually updates the tire models, the tracks, and all the relevant data, making it better and better and more realistic, the drivers have to adjust to the changing track conditions. "23 cars still on the lead lap. Matt Moniak currently scored at the tail end, but that group way behind the lead pack. Ed Sr. has been on and off pit road trying to get that car fixed and pick up some spots. Actually, at the moment, Ed Sr. is 6 laps ahead of Edmund. He's just trying to keep his son in the mirror. That bottom line may be starting to build some momentum again. Jeremy Edwards starting to come forward. Pudge is on back up to the top line. He's no help as William Mann Jr. has gone to the middle. And it does seem the aero updates make that middle the place not to be. In seasons past, that middle line in this car has been able to move forward. That has not been the case here tonight. Clay Kirchenbauer has dropped to the bottom. He is moving forward as well. And everybody out there starting to look and see where their friends are in preparation for the final 10 laps. The back part of the lead pack, all drivers who have tried to make a move in the last few laps and are unable to find anything. This group is going to have to work together to get past that. They're going to have to work together to get past that high line that is working so well right now. Lap traffic is going to come back into play. Whoa! Gets close. We've got one around. Ryan is around. Caution is out. Ryan's going to come up. What a save by Ryan McDaniel. Joey Gregory and Kyle Manos having a problem as well. With just 10 to go, Taking a look down from the blimp. That 4-car comes up right in front of Ryan. Nothing he could do. He saves it. And somehow avoids hitting everybody. Back behind, the chain reaction got Joey Gregory and Kyle Manos. There you seeing all the checking up, all the banging. Joey and Kyle end up in the outside wall. Simon Baggas also got involved in that. He is towed to pit road. Gerald Poole predicting at least one, potentially two more cautions. We do have the green-white checker available. Let's see if we can get a word with Pudge. Hey, Pudge, it's Doug. You got me? Hey, Pudge, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Doug, what's up, brother?
Hey, that car was junk not that long ago, but all of a sudden it's back in the top 5. What happened?
Praise God for the fast repair. That's all I can say. But, man, this high side, though, is so fast. I don't know. It's going to take a miracle to pull this win off.
It's looking that way. You guys are going to have to go for everything you get the first lap or two on this restart.
Yeah, I'm trying to make some friends in Discord right quick, see who'll go with me and try to take the bottom, but that nobody's making the bottom work.
Well, that has definitely seemed to be the way it's been the last 10 or 15 laps. Hopefully you can get something figured out, buddy.
I'm going to try, big dog. Hopefully we'll be talking to you in the winner's circle.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Well, Pujanowski trying to make some friends and find somebody to go to the bottom. Alberto Alvarez currently leads. He has been up front most of the night. He will be in control on the restart. Could Alberto pull this one off, get his first C12 Motorsports win here tonight? Would be impressive. Alberto's second start here tonight with C12 Motorsports. If he could pull off the win, that would be amazing. And Cameron Martineau sitting on the bottom. Cameron, who started in 26th, has come to the front multiple times tonight. But it may come down to who controls that high line after the first lap under green. Lights are out. Everybody stacked up, ready to go. 22 cars on the lead lap. Colby Whipple back in 22nd. Any car on the lead lap still has a shot at this. The first lap under green could be a huge deciding factor. Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. 7 to go at the line. Alberto shoots ahead, drops to the bottom. He gets hooked up with Cameron. Is he going to come back to the top? Patrick Pieper now in third, Pudge in fourth. Is that bottom line going to come up to speed, or have they just sealed their fate down on the bottom? Here we go. Pieper jumps to the high line. He's got help from Pudge. Something tells me Alvarez and Cameron are working together on this deal, but they're not going to have the chance to get to the top. Holy cow, Kirk tried to come up. He is now stuck in the middle. And out of nowhere, Jacob Gibson back up into third. Gibson has just been magically appearing at the front all dang night. And now Jade out of nowhere up there as well. Here comes Kirchenbauer. What a turn of events here on the restart. I'm surprised Alvarez hasn't moved up yet. Oh! Gibson got stuck in the middle. He's going backwards. It is Alvarez, Martineau, Briette out front. Christopher Severt right behind. And Burns Spring now in the top 5. Meanwhile, back behind Jacob Morgan on the attack. Morgan out of nowhere up 20 spots in the 9th. We've got a wreck back behind. Caution is out. Matt Moniak, David Lux, Joey Gregory, Tyler Ott, Vic Brown appear to all be involved in this one. Let's take a look at this from the blimp first. As this appeared to be, oh! Moniak, or Edmund Jones rather, makes it through. Matt Moniak involved. Looks like David Lux got banged around, but good. Looks like minimal damage to most of those cars. They should be able to get back in the fight. And Alberto Alvarez still in the lead. Colby Whipple is back on pit road along with Moniak. Ryan McDaniel is back in the fight in 17th. William Mann Jr. back in 16th. Points leader Kirk Marble in 15th. And now we will go to a green-white checkered finish. And I gotta tell you folks, I ran out of water at the worst possible time as things are really about to heat up. Alberto Alvarez and Cameron Martin, who have been working together, it appears, most of the night. That last restart went perfectly for those two drivers, and they managed to hold on to the lead. There is every reason to expect the two of them can pull it off again unless some of the cars back behind figure out a way to work together to get past the both of them. Jade's sitting right behind, hoping for a little bit of luck in his favor as well. And thankfully, our beautiful production crew has delivered a nice cold water to us. Tina, I am so sorry. Don't forget, folks, if you missed any of the race, you can find it later tonight on our YouTube channel, along with every race this season and every previous season of C12 Motorsports, all on our YouTube channel, along with a ton of great race shorts and all the races we have ever broadcast over the last 4 years. I still can't believe you guys like listening to me talk about racing for 4 years. Wow. All right, here we go. Through 3 and 4, pace car will drop in. Alberto Alvarez in control. Will we see the same move he did on the last restart? Barney's ready to go. Green flag back in the air. Alberto quickly shoots out front again, drops down. No, he comes back up. Cameron comes up this time. Christopher Sever gets between them. Now Alberto drops to the bottom. He is driving in his mirror. Jade on the bottom trying to move his way up underneath. They are 3 wide down the backstretch. Cameron got stuck in the middle. He is going backwards as Jacob Gibson up to 3rd and Jacob Morgan out of nowhere into 4th. Morgan drops to the bottom. Alberto leads him, white flag, caution. The caution came out seconds before the white flag. we will get another green-white checkered, and it looks like we got quite a mess back behind Justin Swafford, Matt Moniak, William Mann Jr., Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer, Vic Brown, Colby Whipple, Tyler Ott, Ryan McDaniel, and David Lux all involved. Here they come out of 4. Oh, Vern gets bumped up and everybody stacks up. Wow, David Lux almost saved it and then clips Edmund Jones. Watching Tyler Ott from the blimp, and you see there's where it pops off. Clay gets turned around. Kirk Marble caught a piece of it. Ryan McDaniel right back behind, has nowhere to go, piles in. And multiple impacts to him. He makes it to pit road. And I have to say, Gerald, you're right. That was the big one. We had seen a couple of them tonight. Wow, what a wild, wild ride. Jacob Gibson and Jacob Morgan, after that restart, both drivers just shot forward. Now in the top 5 with Patrick Pieper back in 5th. Tina, you've been doing so good up until that moment. Alberto was doing an amazing job keeping everybody behind him on that last restart, but they got to see a lot of his moves on that one. It may not work this time. It also appeared Alberto had help from Cameron Martineau. I don't think that help will be there this time. As the lights go out on the pace car, they stack back up and get ready to go. Jason, my computer almost got covered in water thanks to you. All right, down the back straightaway, lights are out on the pace car. All good, buddy. One more attempt to get this thing done. 18 cars still on the lead lap. Anybody on the lead lap still has a shot. Take a deep breath, folks. None of those seats in the stands are being used. Everybody is on their feet. Pace car is in. Barney the flagman controls it now. They are in the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. 2 to go. Alberto shoots it back to the bottom. Christopher Severt right behind. Jacob Morgan moves to the high side. Severt right on Alberto's back bumper. They've got a little breathing room, but out of turn 2, that high line may have a huge run. Jacob Gibson on the bottom, pulling back up into 3 and 4. Gibson shoots to the high side. He has got a big run. Out of turn 4, Gibson has the momentum. Will he take the lead? Alberto holds on to it for the moment. White flag is in the air. Whoa, no, Alberto in the wall. Big crash at the front. And Pudge makes it through. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Cameron Martineau in second, and out of nowhere, Moniak to third. Clyde Kirchenbauer back in fourth. Can Pudge hold them off? Cameron's got the run. Pudge moves to block, can't do it. Cameron to the lead. Down out of 4 to the start-finish line. And Cameron Martineau gets his first C12 Motorsports win at Daytona. Well, that happened. All right. Let's see if we can take a quick look at what happened. There's Alberto on the high side, banged off the wall, came down. And everybody just piled in, nowhere to go. Back this up just a little bit. Looked like Alberto was trying like crazy to defend that lead. He comes up in front of Gibson, comes across the nose, bounces off, gets Jacob, and gets plowed into the wall. That was a wild finish. I've had some wild finishes at Daytona that we broadcast over the last 4 years. That one goes in the top 5. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with, I cannot believe he made it back, Matt Moniak. Matt, one question.
Yeah, go for it.
How?
You know what? I don't know. I've got nothing.
Well, buddy, great comeback. I didn't think you had anything left there for the longest time. You were outside the top 15. Suddenly, it comes down to the last lap. You come through the chaos and come home in third.
Yeah, third place. I can't complain about it. And that last, I don't know, what brought out that first green, white checkered is I got David Luxed. I'm gonna have to call 1-800-GOT-LUXed. As you can probably see on my hood.
Well,
but,
don't move your car. I'm gonna have the. I've got the cameraman running out to try and get a shot of it.
Oh, excellent. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a pretty good race. I mean, we had a little bit more cautions than what we wanted, but to take home third after all that was a win. It felt like.
Well, buddy, great job. Congratulations. Great comeback.
Thank you, sir, and thanks for always putting these broadcasts on.
My pleasure. Pujanowski comes home in second. Pudge, we almost got to talk to you in victory lane. I'm surprised you didn't go a little bit more defensive at the end.
Man, I know. I was going to, and I was like, you know what? I'm not that guy. And now I'm like, well, $50 would have been nice. I should have just wrecked him, Doug.
I could be that guy for $50, buddy. Man, it was still a great finish and one heck of a comeback, considering at one point we didn't think you had anything left.
That's right. No, I totally agree. And that was a crazy up right there at the very end to even get in that spot to win the race. But it was good. It was good. Appreciate all the guys running, and congrats to that winner.
Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate your broadcast.
Well, Pudge comes home in second. It does not look like we have our winner, Cameron Martin, available to talk to, but congratulations to him. What a win. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 7 Eastern, Home Motorsports will be back. More great racing. Plus, immediately following that, the Unicorn leads the HTSAI Community Convoy. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Get in on that chance to win iRacing membership or the Arkansas DLC for American Truck Sim. We will see you guys tomorrow. I'm completely out of breath. Hope everybody had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, folks.